Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Fhulk's here after 2 weeks. Sorry if I kept you waiting, it's been a rough month on the ladder. I started with Knight Adventures, that people now play with the combo Unleash and Castle's Fury, having great results in the latest events. Then I got stuck with my stubbornness, wanting to showcase all the possible lists with Showdown of the Skalds. I started with Mono White and Boros Showdown, when Gruul, Rakdos and Izzet were still the meta. Then suddenly 5k Kaldheim Championship qualifier happened, and Sultai Ultimatum became the deck to beat. That's when Rolling Vortex came in handy and the Mono Red spread. But while everyone was playing Red Snow, Mono White turned to be the solution to both of the decks, with Dranit Magistrate to stop Sultai, and Redin, God of the Worthy, also Valkmira, Protector Shield, to enchain the red creatures and tapping snow-covered mountains. This is when I noticed that my Red Showdown list was not suffering that much against white. Not playing snowlands, of course, but even better was having access to white, in order to cast Archon of Absolution. Protection from white, flying to stop Maul of the Skycliffs, and creatures have to pay 1 to attack as well. Now that Mono White is popular, I have 4 copies in the sideboard to replace with Showdown of the Skalds. But as soon as the meta change, I will have to put back the Akoum War, for sure. Let's jump now to the rest of the list, starting with 3 copies of Akoum Hellhound, a 0-1 dog with landfall to get +2/+2 that works very well with Fabled Passage. Against Yorion decks that usually doesn't play anything on the first turns, I love to play the Hellhound, then Passage, double landfall, and Rimrock Knight, Boulder Rush, to deal 6 damage on turn 2. It's very satisfying, that's why I have 3 copies of it in the main deck. It's also very good against Sultai, because Extinction Event is mainly played odd against Mono Red, and there aren't many even creature along Rimrock and Robber of the Reach. That has always been the anti-control resource. The other 1-drop creatures are Fervent Champion, as the 1/1 that pump other champions and Great Mock, Fireblade Charger that deal damage dying, therefore good against control and its removals. All these 1-drop come in handy when you have Showdown of the Skalds, want to cast as many spells as possible on 2nd and 3rd chapter, so better having cheap ones, right? As instant removals, 2 shocks and 1 fire prophecy that become 4 when you put 3 copies from the sideboard, usually for Rimrock if we are playing against sacred decks. 2 Shatterskull Smashing as sorcery removal or land. Anax and Bonecrusher Giant don't need much presentation. The first one increases its power with devotion to red and makes 1/1 satyr that can block. The second is a stomp to deal 2 damage to anyone, and the 4/3 giant that doesn't like to be targeted. Last but not least, Torbran and Embercleave. 2 planes, 11 mountains, 4 pathway. For what concerns the sideboard, I already talked about Fire Prophecy that enters for Rimrock against any aggro deck. Rolling Vortex is either for Sultai Ultimatum, replacing Shocking Prophecy, or any control deck in general to avoid gaining life and ping every turn. I personally play it also against Dimir Rocks, along with Shredded Sails to kill flying creatures, and Ox of Agonas removing Cleave, Hardened and Anax. Against Mono White, Shredded Sails is also very useful to destroy its artifacts, Maul and Valkmira, or flying Redin and Legion Angel. If you are against Snow Red, you can use it against Goldspan Dragon and Cleave. Well, now, I think it's enough theory crafting. I leave you to the rest of the game. In the meantime, sit back, relax, enjoy the video and the music, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.